ఇంటర్మీడియట్ విద్యారంగంలో అగ్రగామి మన ఎన్ఎస్ఆర్ ఇంపల్స్ ఎడ్యుకేషన్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూషన్. ఐఐటి జేఈఈ అయినా నీట్ అయినా తిరుగులేని విద్యా సంస్థ ఎన్ఎస్ఆర్ ఇంపల్స్.
So good morning everybody. So yesterday we discussed about applications of expansion of solids. So we will continue those applications today also. So here yesterday we discussed two rods. The difference in length always remains constant. The difference in lengths always remains constant. That is the concept we used yesterday. That is the concept we used yesterday. So I think today we can discuss about, let us consider two rods are joined end to end. So let us say it is L1, its quotient of linear expansion is alpha 1 and its length is L2, its quotient of linear expansion is alpha 2. Two rods are joined end to end. Two rods of different materials. Two rods of different materials are joined end to end, are joined end to end like this. If the temperature of the system increases, temperature of the system increases, what happens? Definitely the length of the rods increases. Find the effective coefficient of linear expansion. Find the effective coefficient of linear expansion. Two rods of different materials are joined end to end. If the temperature of the system increases, now we have to calculate, find the effective coefficient of linear expansion. Find the effective quotient of linear expansion. That's we have to calculate. So first material is made up of with alpha 1, second material is made up of with alpha 2. If these two are joined together, what is the effective quotient of linear expansion? Effective quotient of linear, that's we have to calculate. So for this solution, how to solve this? Let T1 degree Celsius be the initial temperature and T2 degree Celsius be the final temperature. T1 is the initial temperature and T2 be the final temperature. Now to calculate this, now we have to calculate combined value of alpha here. First material is alpha 1, second material is alpha 2. If these two are joined together, how can we calculate combined value of alpha here? Combined value of alpha. So how can we calculate? See here, combined value of alpha means, so total expansion can be written as total expansion of the system is equal to sum of individual expansions. Total expansion of the system is equal to sum of individual expansions. That is the concept here. So this is the question and the solution. Let us say T1 and T2. So change in temperature is here the change in temperature delta T is equals to T2 minus T1. Change in temperature delta T is equals to T2 minus T1. So, this is the system now. Total expansion of the system, what is the total expansion here? That can be written as is equal to sum of individual expansions. Total expansion is equal to sum of individual expansions. Sum of individual expansions. So, how can we do this? So, this is the question. Now, come to the so, this is important. Total expansion of the system is equal to sum of individual expansions. So, that is total expansion delta L is equals to sum of individual expansions delta L1 plus delta L2. Total expansion of the system is equals to sum of individual expansions. See here delta L is equals to delta L1 plus delta L2. Delta L1 plus delta. What is delta L? Total linear expansion of the system. Total linear expansion of the system. Delta L1 expansion of the first rod. Delta L2 expansion of the second rod. Delta L is the total expansion of the system. In that delta L1 plus delta L2. Delta L1 is nothing but expansion of the first rod and delta L2 is the expansion of the second rod. Now, generally according to quotient of linear expansion delta L by L delta T. At the time of definition quotient of linear expansion, what is how can you define this? Alpha is equals to delta L by L into delta T. Delta L by L into delta T. So, from this we can write delta L is equals to L alpha delta T. Delta L is equals to L alpha delta T. So, here total length, total expansion. So, this is L alpha delta T is equals to delta L1 means expansion of the first rod L1 alpha 1 delta T plus L2 delta L2 means expansion of the second rod, that is L2 alpha 2 delta T. So, delta L is equals to delta L1 plus delta L2, no doubt about that. L alpha delta T, delta L in the sense L alpha delta T. Here L is the total length of the system. So, total length means L1 plus L2, total length. Here what is delta L? Here delta L is the total expansion of the first rod plus expansion of the second rod, that is delta L. So, this can be written as L alpha delta T. If delta L is the total expansion, then L is the total length. Now, we can write here it is L1 plus L2 into alpha delta T is equals to L1 alpha 1 delta T plus L2 alpha 2 delta T. Both sides delta T cancels because the system must be increases to the same rise in temperature. The system must be raised to the same temperature. So, initial temperature is T1, final temperature is T2. Both the rods must be heated to same temperature. Both the rods must be heated to the same temperature, that is. So, from this L1 plus L2 into alpha is equals to L1 alpha 1 plus L2 alpha 2. Then alpha is equals to L1 alpha 1 plus L2 alpha 2 by L1 plus L2. Then alpha is equals to L1 alpha 1 plus L2 alpha 2 by L1 plus L2. This is the quotient of linear expansion concept. L1 alpha 1 plus L2 alpha 2 by L1 plus L2, that is the situation. If two rods having different lengths and made up of with different material are joined together, what is the effective quotient of linear expansion? Effective quotient of linear expansion alpha is equals to L1 alpha 1 plus L2 alpha 2 by L1 plus L2. Here if L1 is equals to L2, if both are having the same length, then alpha is equals to if both are having the same length, alpha 1 is equals to alpha 2, if both are having the same length, then alpha is equals to, now what we can do, L1 is equals to L2. So, that means L1 alpha 1 plus, in place of L2 also I am substituting L1, L1 alpha 2 divided by L1 plus L1. Here L1 is equals to L2, in place of L2 also I am substituting L1. So, that is L1 common, alpha 1 plus alpha 2 divided by 2 L1, L1 gets cancelled, alpha is equals to alpha 1 plus alpha 2 by 2, alpha is equals to alpha 1 plus alpha 2 by 2. So, this is the situation. If two rods having different lengths and different quotient of linear expansion are joined together, effective quotient of linear expansion, if they are having the same length, then alpha equals to alpha 1 plus alpha 2 by 2, like that. So, this is one concept. Next, next condition, bimetallic strip. Next concept, it is bimetallic strip. Bimetallic strip. How can you define this bimetallic strip? Bimetallic strip in the sense, see here, two metals alpha 1 and alpha 2. So, bimetallic strip, that means the concept is here two metals of different materials are riveted together Riveted means, so joined like this, they are joined like this, riveted together to form bimetallic strip. Bimetallic strip. Two metals of different materials are riveted together to form bimetallic strip. These are the two metals, different materials in the sense whose quotient of linear expansions are different. Different materials means those quotient of linear expansions are different. So, that is the situation here. So, this is the bimetallic strip. If the temperature of the system increases here, if the temperature of the system increases, what happens? How the metals expands? If the temperature of the system increases, how the metal expands here? That is important. So, if the temperature of the system increases, what happens? If the temperature of the system increases, the metal whose coefficient of linear expansion is more, that will expand more, expands more. So, that is the system. If the temperature of the system increases here, what happens? The metal whose quotient of linear expansion is more, that one will expand more. So, that is the concept here. So, that is here, if alpha 1 is greater than alpha 2 here, if alpha 1 is greater than alpha 2, then alpha 1 expands more when compared to alpha 2. So, for example, if alpha 1 equals to alpha 2, then expands equally in a straight line way, expands equally in all directions. So, that is why it expands lengthwise, there is no change in the shape, there is no change in the shape. When it is, if alpha 1 is equals to alpha 2, then it expands equally, then there is no change in the shape. But here alpha 1 is greater than alpha 2, if alpha 1 is greater than alpha 2, definitely alpha 1 expands, that means first metal expands more than second metal, first metal expands more than second metal. In that situation, so the shape of the bimetallic strip becomes like this. The shape of the bimetallic strip becomes like this. This is alpha 1 and this is alpha 2. So, because first metal expands more than second metal, then the shape of the bimetallic strip becomes like this. Shape of the bimetallic strip becomes like this. Because this one expands more, this will expands less. In the next case, if alpha 2 is greater than alpha 1, alpha 2 is greater than alpha 1, if the second metal having more quotient of linear expansion compared to first one, if the second one is having more quotient of linear expansion when compared to first one, then the shape, second one expands more than first one, second material expands more than first one. So, now here the shape of this metal becomes like this. Let us say it is alpha 1, alpha 2. Second one expands more when compared to first one. So, that is the situation. So, whose metal having quotient of linear expansion is more, whose metal having quotient of linear expansion is more, that one will expands more, that one will expands more. That is the concept here. If alpha 1 is greater than alpha 2, then it bends like this. If alpha 2 is greater than alpha 1, then it bends like this. So, that is the shape. So, this is the concept of bimetallic strip. Two metals having different quotient of linear expansions, two metals having different quotient of linear expansions are riveted together to form the bimetallic strip. Divided means combined like this. Next, if this bends like this, if the bimetallic strip bends like this, what is the radius of curvature of that bimetallic strip? That is we have to calculate. So, see here, initially I am considering two materials whose quotient, this is alpha 1 and this is alpha 2. Quotient of linear expansions alpha 1 and alpha 2. Alpha 1 is coefficient of linear expansion of first rod, and alpha 2 is quotient of linear expansion of second rod. Let L naught be the length of each rod. Let L naught be the length of the each rod. Initially both must have the same length. L naught be the length of the each rod. Both must have the same length initially. Both must have the same length. Now, let initial temperature is 0 degrees and final temperature is equals to T degree Celsius. Then the system rises to the certain temperature T. So, change in temperature, what is change in temperature? That is equals to final minus initial, that is equals to T only. So, this is the concept. Initial it is alpha 1 and alpha 2 are the quotient of linear expansions of the two rods, and L naught with the length of the each rod, and initial temperature is 0, final temperature is T, change in temperature is T degree Celsius. Due to increase in temperature, definitely these two rods must expand. Due to increase in temperature, these two rods must expand. So, due to increase in temperature, here due to increase in temperature, length of two rods must increase. Therefore, what is the shape of the material like this? So, this becomes like this. Let us say here angle is phi. So, this is the radius R2 second one and this is the radius R1. So, this is the second material and this is the first material. This is the second and this is alpha 2 and this is alpha 1. Here alpha 1 must be greater than alpha 2. If alpha 1 is greater than alpha 2, then it bends like that. That means first rod expands more than second rod. So, therefore, alpha 1 greater than alpha 2, then it bends like this and this makes an angle phi at the center. Now, here, so this is R2. Inner from this position to this is R2 and from this position this is R1. So, this is the first rod and this is the second rod. Here let's R1 minus R2 is equals to D, that is the thickness of the bimetallic strip. So, from here to here it is R1 and here to here it is R2, then R2 minus R1 is the thickness, R1 minus R2 is the thickness of the bimetallic strip. R1 minus R2 is equals to D here. Now, we know angle subtended at the center is equals to, we can write arc length by radius. Angle subtended at the center is equals to arc length by radius. Angle subtended at the center, it is phi. Arc length for the first rod L1 by R1. In the same way, this is L2 by R2. So, let us say after expansion it is length is L1, after expansion it is length is L2. Of course, initially both must have the same length, but due to different materials they expands differently. These two are not made up of with same material. So, these two made up of with different materials. Due to different materials, these two will expand differently. Initial length is L0, both are having the same length initially L0, but due to increase in temperature, length of the first rod is L1, length of the second rod is L2, both are different. Why both are different? Because both are made up of with different materials. So, that is phi. So, from this L1 can be written as R1 phi, L2 can be written as R2 phi. L1 can be written as R1 phi and L2 can be written as R2 phi. But due to increase in temperature, length of each rod must increases. So, from definition of alpha can be written as, we know L2 minus L1 by L1 into delta T. So, from this we know L2 is equals to L1 into 1 plus alpha into T2 minus T1. We derived this equation. According to the definition of quotient of linear expansion, we know alpha is equals to L2 minus L1 by L1 into delta T. From this L2 is equals to L1 into 1 plus alpha into T2 minus T1. So, here from this for the first rod final length L1 is equals to initial length into 1 plus alpha 1 into t minus 0. So, that is L1 is equals to L naught into 1 plus alpha 1 t. L1 is equals to L naught into 1 plus alpha 1 t. For the first order, general form write is L2 is equals to L1 into 1 plus alpha delta t or T2 minus T1. In case of first rod, initial length is L naught, let us say final length is L1. Next, for second rod, L2 is equals to L naught into 1 plus alpha into t minus 0 alpha 2. So, L2 is equals to L naught into 1 plus alpha 2 t. L2 is equals to L naught into 1 plus alpha 2 t. L2 is equals to L naught into 1 plus alpha 2 t. So, this is L1 and this is L2. Because due to increase in temperature, length also increases, and this is due to, according to sector angle formula, angle subtended at the center of the circle is equals to arc length by radius. For the first rod, the arc length is L1. For the second rod, arc length is L2. That's why by L1 by R1 plus and it is L2 by R2. But due to increase in length, what is the length of the first rod after increase in temperature? Length of the second rod after increase in temperature. Now, so from this we can write L1 is equals to L naught into 1 plus alpha 1 t, but here L1 can be written as R1 phi. So, therefore, R1 phi is equals to L naught into 1 plus alpha 1 t. Similarly, L2 is equals to L naught into 1 plus alpha 2 t, but L2 can be written as R2 phi. R2 phi is equals to L naught into 1 plus alpha 1 t. L1 is equals to L naught into, according to the quotient of linear expansion, final length of the first rod and final length of the second rod, like this. But from this definition, L1 equals to R1 phi, L2 equals to R2 phi. So, from this I am writing R1 phi plus, R1 phi minus R2 phi. For example, if you write like that, so L naught into 1 plus alpha 1 t minus L naught into 1 plus alpha 2 t. So, that is equals to L naught common 1 plus alpha 1 t minus 1 minus alpha 2 t, plus 1 minus 1 gets cancelled, L naught into alpha 1 minus alpha 2 into t, that is phi common R1 minus R2. So, from this phi is equals to L naught into alpha 1 minus alpha into t divided by R1 minus R2. This is the angle subtended at the center. If the bimetallic strip bends, what is the angle subtended at the center? L naught is initial length, T is rise in temperature, R1 and R2 are the radius of curvature, alpha 1 and alpha 2 are the quotient of linear expansions. L1, L2 these are, R1 phi, R2 phi based on this. Now, so here we did phi is equals to like this. Here I am doing R1 phi minus R2 phi. If we do R1 phi plus R2 phi, R1 phi plus R2 phi, that is L naught into 1 plus alpha 1 t plus L naught into 1 plus alpha 2 t. So, that is equals to L naught common 1 plus alpha 1 t plus 1 plus alpha 2 t. So, here phi common R1 plus R2, L naught into 2 plus alpha 1 plus alpha 2 into t. Here phi into R1 plus R2, R1 plus R2. So, that is 5 into R1 plus R2, L naught into this is 2 plus 1 plus 1, 2 plus alpha 1 plus alpha 2 into T. So, neglects alpha 1 plus alpha into T with respect to 2. Alpha 1 value approximately 10 to the power of minus 6, 10 to the power of minus 6 plus 10 to the power of minus 6, 2 into 10 to the power of minus 6. So, when compared to the value of 2, then alpha 1 plus alpha 2 is very negligible, that is why that is neglected. So, neglect this term, remaining is R1 plus R2 into phi is equals to 2 L naught. R1 plus R2 into phi is equals to 2 L naught. But what is the value of phi here? R1 plus R2 into, what is the value of phi? L naught into alpha 1 minus alpha 2 into T divided by R1 minus R2, that is equals to 2 L naught. Phi value already we calculated here, that is L naught into alpha 1 minus alpha into T by R1 minus R2. So, here L naught gets cancelled, and R1 plus R2 by 2 is equals to, this 2 comes to this side, this is R1 minus R2 by alpha 1 minus alpha 2 into T. R1 plus R2 by 2 is equals to R1 minus R2 by alpha 1 minus alpha 2 into T. So, this is R1 and this is R2. Average of these two gives effective radius of the bimetallic strip, average radius of the bimetallic strip. R1 minus R2 is nothing but D. So, D by alpha 1 minus alpha 2 into T. D by alpha 1 minus alpha 2 into T. This is the radius of the bimetallic strip. So, there is a huge derivation. So, the bimetallic strip, two metals are combined to form a single strip. If the temperature increases, definitely it bends. If the temperature increases, definitely it bends. So, if it bends, what is the radius of the bimetallic strip? So, this is the radius of the bimetallic strip, that is D. D in the sense thickness of the bimetallic strip, D in the sense thickness of the bimetallic strip divided by alpha 1 minus alpha 2. So, the difference in the quotient of linear expansions into rise in temperature. So, that is the concept of bimetallic strip. So, what we are doing here is very simple. Initially, both the rods must have the same length. Initially, both the rods must have the same length. Due to increase in temperature, definitely lengths of the rods increases. Length of the rods increases. So, L1 is equals to L2 is equals to, according to quotient of linear expansion, L1 can be written as L naught into 1 plus alpha 1 T, L2 can be written as L naught into 1 plus alpha 2 T, L2 is equals to L naught into 1 plus alpha 2 T. Those are the final lengths due to increase in temperature. So, we know L2 is equals to L1 into 1 plus alpha delta T. Based on this, in this situation L1 is L naught, L2 is considered as, for the first rod it is L1, for first rod it is L1 is equals to L naught into 1 plus alpha 1 T. In the same way, second rod L naught into 1 plus alpha 2 T. L2, of course, if it is L2 na, L2 is equals to again L1, do not consider like that. This is the generally formula. In place of L2 here we have L1, in place of L1 we have L naught. Initially we considered L naught is the length. So, the first is L1, next is L2 like this. Next to, based on arc length, that means angle subtended to the center, based on angle subtended to the center, angle subtended to the center is equals to arc length by radius. So, for the first rod, this is the arc length is L1, that is equals to angle phi is equals to L1 by R1. For the second rod, it is L2, phi is equals to L2 by R2. Based on that we calculated. So, this is R1, L1, L2, R1 phi. So, first I am doing R1 minus R2, R1 phi minus R2 phi we did. Here I am doing R1 phi plus R2 phi. Here why this term is neglected means, why the term is neglected? Alpha 1 plus alpha 2 into T is neglected. alpha value is generally is of the order of 10 power minus 6. So 10 power minus 6 plus 10 power minus 6, 2 into 10 power minus 6 into temperature, let us say 100, 2 into 10 power minus 4, that is 0.002. Approximately I am doing. Alpha value is approximately 10 power minus 6. 10 power minus 6 plus 10 power minus 6, 2 into 10 power minus 6. For example, if the temperature increases by 100, so 2 into 10 power minus 4. So that is 0.0002. When compared to 2 value, 0.002 is negligible. So that's why this term is neglected. So after doing this, finally we got R is equals to d by alpha 1 minus alpha 2 into t. R is equals to d by alpha 1 minus alpha 2 into t. So that is bimetallic strip, and to find out the radius of the bimetallic strip like this.